Sorry. And his ganking potential has always been so crazy. I've always, if you guys know me at all, or you watch my videos, do you know I just fucking hate Shaco, mostly because his ganks are so strong, and not only his ganks are strong, it's the jack in the boxes. When I play with Shaco, I'll just be like, I'm playing fucking Riven, right? I'm just like, cruise along, like killing shit. I'm like, yeah, alright, cool, having fun. I'm like, oh, I'm gonna go gank this guy, fucking jack in the box. Just start shooting me. I'm like, fuck, okay, hit a jack in the box. Go on, hit another jack in the box. I'm like, fuck, and hit another jack in the box. I'm like, fucking hate this shit. And like, I hate losing control of my character, and I just watch my character do this, running around like an idiot. I'm just like, holy fuck, this is so annoying. Like, nothing enrages me more. Like, playing with Shaco enrages me. I cannot stand jack in the boxes. His ganks, I'm like, oh, this is gay, I have to play super careful now if I don't want to get ganked. But jack, like, I don't care if the Shaco's like 0-30. If I hit a jack in the box when I'm up like 30-0, I'm gonna be like, fuck, I hit a jack in the box. It's way more annoying than hitting a team mushroom, because you lose control of your character. I can't stand that. Like, it's like a slap in the face. It's like, ha, tsh, and it's like, okay, you can play your game again. Ha, tsh, slap in the face. It's like, fuck, Shaco, I hate you. And he's incredibly strong ganks. Jack in the boxes are actually very strong as well. AP Shaco demolishes people with those jack in the boxes. I hit 4 jack in the boxes once when I was Renekton. I had an Atmogs and a Hex Drinker, and I got taken down to like 1/3 HP off 4 AP Shaco boxes, and I was like, what the fuck? And the Shaco wasn't that farmed either. Like, Shaco had like 250, like 300 AP. Like, he was like as farmed as I was. But like those 4 jack in the boxes, just like just random traps, raped me. Like, bent Renekton over. I was like, oh my god, like that's so much power in those boxes, right? So that's why I moved Shaco up, because AP is good, attack damage is good, his ganks are strong, jack in the boxes are gay. That's why it's tier 1. Mace moved up to tier 2. I felt it was a little too low. His lane control is great. His late game is super good, and he can carry your game if you can farm them. Sion, same thing. Sion's been being picked up a little bit more now, I'm noticing. It's AP Sion mid too. Sion used to be notorious top or bot lane. You go like a Sion Taric combo, or Sion would be like your bruiser top. No, you're playing Sion like an AP carry now, and you just sit mid farm, and it's great for ganking too, because you got the 2-second stun, so it's really easy for junglers to come and gank your lane middle. And Sion's just a little bit better now than I thought, and I'm moving them up. Riven, I moved up to tier 2 from tier 4 because she got her buffs, and she's got really good lane control. She can be countered by some champs, but her late game is almost like unparalleled in terms of just if you get farmed on Riven, like there's champions like Nasus who you get really farmed on, and there's champions like Jax who you get really farmed on, and it's become these super carries. I think Riven's one of them, but like better. It might be because I have level. If you guys couldn't tell, I kind of like Riven, but her late game, when you have max items, I've witnessed myself auto attacking with my ult on for just under 600 damage. Auto attacks, non-crit. So it's like, if I'm auto attacking someone for 600 damage, and then my crits are like up there too, like fucking way higher, right? And then I can execute them when they're at like a 3rd HP at range. I just feel like I'm some sort of like unstoppable killing machine. I'm like, mini stun, auto, dead. Like that's how I feel. And I actually have some really good Riven clips that I've been meaning to upload and put out to show you guys the power of Riven, but I've been lazy lately. As you can see, it took me a fucking month to update my tier list. But no, I really like Riven. I really like her lane control's pretty good, as I said. She can get beat sometimes. You just gotta know your matchups. But other than that, her late game is insane. Her early game is pretty good. If you get farmed early, you're gonna carry your game with Riven. Wukong has also been moved up to tier 2. He's like how do I say this? He's good at countering tanks because of his Q. His Q, the armor reduction, is actually quite good. He's got decent survivability. The jukes you can do with his little invisible decoy thing are actually very strong and juke a lot of people in solo queues. That's why I'm moving him up. His team fight abilities are quite good. His laning's good. He's actually he's not a bad champion after all, and so moving up to tier 2. Mordeth Geisler has moved down to tier 4 because obviously everyone knows he sucks dick now. Lux, I've moved down to tier 4, even though I am a Lux fan, and I really truly like her. It's really hard to carry games with her, because of her cooldowns. Everyone knows that the laser and the 24-second cooldown on Lux is really fucking strong, but it's every time I play Lux, I will always give. There hasn't been a game where I haven't had a really good KD on Lux, or I've done really well at one my lane. I can win my lane on Lux. I consider myself quite a good Lux player. And then when it comes down to the late game, I just even if I do really good, maybe it's just my bad luck, but I just feel that I can never carry my games with her, even though I'm farmed with her every single time. And I'm not sure why that is, but I feel like her ability to carry isn't as good as other casters, so that's why I'm moving her down. And I feel that she's better in competitive play, because when you can utilize her abilities in competitive play to capitalize as a team, they work a lot better than in solo queue, because I just feel that Lux in solo queue doesn't have. You need a team to be coordinated with her to really make her shine, and I feel in solo queue you're not going to get that. So that maybe is the reason that I don't find her to be as good in solo queue. This might be just a personal preference move, but I don't think Lux is as good in solo queue as I thought, so I am moving her down a bit. Skarner moved up to tier 2. Skarner's little buffs made him a stronger jungler and a quite a good top lane champion too. He's just so tanky now. He just farms up really well and gets tanky and fucking runs in, pulls shit out, and F's your world up. My last video, it's what does Skarner do? Nothing. He still really doesn't do anything. He just kind of runs around. He's just he just does this, and just fucking the little AoE circle shit comes out, and he's just fucking, then he pulls you around, and he's I have a shield, I attack faster, and he still doesn't do anything, but now he does damage in tanks. If that makes sense. His skill wise, I don't think his skill set besides his ulti was anything unique or interesting or anything I want to play. No offense to the designer, but I don't feel he's very fun, hence why I say he doesn't do anything. But his ulti, it's a good suppression now, and he has the ability to get really tanky now, which is good. So just on the two facts that he can get tanky, is hard to kill, and can pull some out suppression, is really all he needs to be a viable champion now. And I feel that he does that, and I feel that he's tier 2 worthy now because of those buffs. New champ time! Xerath has been placed into tier 1. The amount of poking you can do with Xerath is retarded, and it's really hard to beat Xerath in lane, I find. A good Xerath is gonna mess your world up. His pokes are so good, and his burst comes out of nowhere. You get Q'd a couple times, 1 or 2 times, then you're gonna get an E, an ulti, a Q, and then ulti, and you're dead. It's his combos are so underestimated burst, and that's what I think really makes him shine in solo queue, is because no one expects Xerath to be holy fuck, I just got 100% to 0 by Xerath. And it happens. I was playing Xerath and I was kind of scared to just ulti people, and then I eventually was just maybe I'll just this guy's at 80% HP. I'll just burst him and see how what I do. And I'm oh my god, I killed him. This is amazing. And then I just started playing Xerath, and I'm just fucking chunk, murdering people. I'm and Chester lied to me. He's well, don't play him like an artillery champion. Play him like any other caster. You go in there and fuck shit up. Play him like Ryze. You go in there, cast your spells, and have good positioning, and you're gonna play fine. It's true. You don't have to play. You don't have to rely on your W. W is only there if okay, the team fight's starting, or I want to poke, and I don't really have to move in position, and then you just fucking start teeing up on people, right? But other than that, you really don't have to use W for much other than harassing and poking. And that's not what makes him shine. It's just his overall kit is really good. So Xerath I placed in tier 1, and then Graves, I think Hotshot said this the best yesterday. If anyone listening to the stream when we were playing NESL, he said that Graves is one of the few AD champions the benefits from having mana, because his skill set is so good. Like, all his abilities are fucking good. Like, he doesn't have a bad ability on him, and he does a lot of damage with all his abilities. Like, his burst is so high. Like, it's very hard to lane against him. He's naturally tanky because of his passive. Like, I called this shit. If you guys watch my meta talks, I was like, I'm pretty sure Graves is going to be OP. That skill set sounds fucking amazing. And he is. His skill set is what makes him good. Like, granted, he has a lot of damage, but, like, every one of his abilities is good. Like, he has a dash, so he, can get away. He has a mini Nocturne ulti that slows. His Q farms amazingly well. His ulti is just like Tristana ulti, doesn't knock back, but instead does fucking a billion more damage to everyone else, He's just so strong. So I placed Graves in tier 1, Xayah in tier 1, and that's going to be my solo queue tier list update for you guys. Again, sorry it took so long. I'll try to get them out quicker. I'm just so busy, so sorry about that. Anyways, hope you guys like this.